Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare that it could transform your life overnight. You might be flipping through your old pocket change right now, thinking it's just spare cents. But what if one of those pennies was worth not just hundreds, not just thousands, but millions of dollars? Welcome to the astonishing world of the 1968 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny era, a coin that has become a treasure for the lucky few who discovered it, and could make you one of them. Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered if the coins jingling in your pocket might be hiding fortunes? Most people pass them by without a second glance. But history has a funny way of rewarding those who pay attention. The 1968 Lincoln penny isn't just another copper disc. It's a rare gem, a minting anomaly that collectors around the world are willing to fight for. And here's the kicker. The current market value of this coin can reach up to $7 million. Yes, $7 million. That's not a typo. And while most people are busy worrying about bills and groceries, some savvy collectors have quietly turned coins like this into life-changing wealth. You might be thinking, wait, how can a penny be worth millions? That's exactly what makes this story fascinating. It all begins with a simple error at the San Francisco Mint, one of the few mints known for producing coins with subtle mistakes that can skyrocket their value. The 1968 Lincoln penny error occurs when the mint mark, or sometimes the die itself, is struck incorrectly, producing a coin unlike any other. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that should look ordinary, but to trained eyes, it is extraordinary. And while these errors are rare, the thrill of discovering one is unmatched. Could that worn penny in your drawer be hiding a fortune? Now, I know what you're thinking. Ray, are you seriously suggesting I might be sitting on a multi-million-dollar penny? Absolutely. But let's pause for a moment. Before you rush to dig through your drawers or piggy banks, ask yourself, do you know how to identify such a coin? Do you know the exact markings, the subtle nuances that separate a $1 million find from a common penny? Because in the world of rare coins, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. And yes, even if you're not a coin expert today, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what to look for. But here's a question that might make you chuckle for a second. If a coin could make you rich, would you still spend it on a vending machine snack? It's funny to think about, right? Most people underestimate the power of small things. Just like the 1968 Lincoln penny error, small, seemingly insignificant, yet holding a value that can rewrite your financial story. And here's the exciting part. You don't need to travel far to find these treasures. They're right here in the United States, sometimes tucked away in your pocket change, your old collections, or even forgotten drawers in your home. Now, let's take a deeper look at why this coin is in such high demand. Collectors and investors alike know that the 1968 Lincoln penny error is not just rare, it's iconic. Its rarity is combined with historical significance, making it a highly sought-after item at auctions and coin shops. When a coin like this appears for sale, it doesn't just sell, it sparks bidding wars. People will pay extraordinary amounts to own a piece of history, a piece that carries prestige, recognition, and yes, potential wealth beyond imagination. This isn't just about collecting coins. This is about investing in something tangible, something that can appreciate over time, something that can be passed down as a legacy. So, you might be asking, how do you actually sell a coin like this if you find one? How do you turn your discovery into a $7 million payoff? First, you need the right knowledge and the right connections. Authenticity is key. Professional grading services, reputable auction houses, and trusted coin dealers are your allies in this journey. They can authenticate your coin, ensure it's accurately valued, and help you find the right buyer who appreciates its rarity. Remember, in the world of rare coins, timing is everything. The market is dynamic, demand is high, and the thrill of a successful sale can be life-changing. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine this scenario. You discover the 1968 penny in your collection, get it authenticated, and place it in an auction. Bidders from across the country, and even the world, are competing for it. The tension is palpable. Each bid climbs higher, your heartbeat races, and finally, your coin sells. You just turned a small piece of metal into $7 million. Can you feel the excitement? Can you feel the urgency to check your own collection right now? And here's another question for you. Do you know how many ordinary Americans are completely unaware that they might be sitting on millions of dollars in coins? Most people throw away or overlook rare coins simply because they don't know their worth. That's why knowledge and action are crucial. The 1968 Lincoln penny is more than a coin, it's an opportunity. And opportunities like this rarely knock twice. Now, let's connect the dots. From discovering a coin in your change jar to understanding its rarity, authenticating it, and finally selling it at auction, every step is a journey. It's a journey filled with excitement, anticipation, and the promise of financial transformation. And while some may hesitate, others seize the moment. Which side do you want to be on? The person who walks past a potential fortune or the one who grasps it and changes their life forever? Here's a pattern interrupt for you. What if I told you that this very penny, if found today, could land in your hands without traveling to exotic locations, without digging through centuries-old collections? What if your own home, your own drawers, even your car's cup holder, could be hiding a treasure beyond your wildest dreams? It's almost unbelievable, yet true. And that's the beauty of rare coin collecting, the thrill, the anticipation, and the life-changing potential. So, how do you make this dream a reality? Start by examining every penny in your collection. Look for anomalies in the mint mark, check for unusual strikes, or any imperfections that set a coin apart from the rest. Learn the history behind the minting process, understand what makes a coin valuable, and connect with trusted experts who can guide you. And most importantly, act with urgency. The coins of yesterday could be your fortune today, but only if you seize the opportunity. And yes, the 1968 Lincoln penny era is currently in extremely high demand. Auction houses are buzzing, collectors are searching, and investors are paying top dollar. Its historical significance, rarity, and condition have made it one of the most coveted coins in the world. From pocket changes to millions of dollars, the journey of this coin is nothing short of extraordinary. And if you're sitting there wondering whether it's possible, you only need to look at the market, at the stories of those who have discovered rare pennies and transformed their lives. In the end, it all comes down to a simple truth. Sometimes, wealth is hidden in the most unlikely places. The 1968 Lincoln penny era isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity, a call to action, and a reminder that fortune often favors the vigilant. Could this be your moment? Could a forgotten coin in your collection be the key to a $7 million transformation? The answer is waiting, right there in your hands. So ask yourself, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you let your old coins sit idly by, or will you take the steps to uncover their hidden value? How will you navigate the process of selling rare coins in the USA? How will you turn your passion for coins into a pathway to wealth? Imagine holding a small, unassuming coin in the palm of your hand, the kind that most people overlook every single day. It's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that this very penny could change your life forever? Yes, you heard me right. A simple United States 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, one that looks ordinary to the untrained eye, could be worth an astonishing $3 million today. $3 million. That's not a typo. $3 million for a coin that may be quietly hiding in your drawer, your change jar, or even your grandmother's old purse. Would you take a second look at that rusty penny on the sidewalk now? I certainly would. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ray, that sounds too good to be true. How can a penny be worth millions? Let me tell you, this isn't just hype. It's the world of rare coin collecting, a world where tiny mistakes made decades ago by the US Mint have created some of the most valuable treasures imaginable. This 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is one of the rarest errors in modern coinage. Most pennies from 1990 proudly display the P for Philadelphia Mint, but a handful slip through without any mark at all. That missing letter? That's the key. That small imperfection transforms a humble penny into a trophy of extreme rarity and value. Now, let's rewind for a moment. Imagine the United States Mint in 1990, bustling with activity, churning out millions of coins for everyday transactions. Among the sea of perfect pennies, a tiny error occurs. A die misses its mark. A penny is released into the wild with no mint mark. The average person wouldn't even notice. They'd drop it in a vending machine, or worse, lose it in the couch cushions. And yet, today, that same penny could earn you enough money to buy a luxury home, travel the world in first-class comfort, or build a future that most people only dream about. Have you ever wondered if some of your old pocket change could secretly be worth a fortune? Now, you might ask, how does something so small become worth millions? It's all about rarity and demand. Collectors around the globe are constantly hunting for mistakes like this. The 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's highly sought after. Every auction sees bids that soar past imagination. And here's the kicker: demand only grows as coins become harder to find. That rusted penny you dismissed today could become the centerpiece of a collector's auction tomorrow. Exciting, isn't it? But here's a question to reset your thinking for a moment. How many times have you thrown away old coins, only to find out years later they were worth a fortune? Painful, right? Let's not make that mistake again. So, how can you turn this hidden treasure into real wealth? How do you sell old, rare coins like this safely in the US and get top dollar for them? First, you need the right knowledge. You need to understand grading, because a coin's condition directly affects its price. A penny with no mint mark in near-perfect condition will skyrocket far beyond $3 million. Next, professional appraisal is critical. Trusted auction houses and certified numismatists specialize in rare coins. They'll authenticate your penny and market it to the most serious collectors in the world. And here's something many people overlook: timing. Selling a rare coin is not about rushing. It's about patience, strategy, and knowing when the market is hot. Ask yourself this: are you ready to take control of your hidden fortune today, or let it sit unnoticed while others reap the rewards? Now, let's talk about excitement for a moment. Picture an auction room in New York or Chicago. The coin is revealed on the stage. The bidding begins. Heartbeats quicken. Every hand raised increases the tension. Every bid pushes the price higher. $100,000, $500,000, $1 million, and then it happens. $3 million. The room erupts. That's not just money, that's recognition, prestige, and the kind of life most people only dream about. And the best part? That life could be yours if you recognize the potential in your coins today. Ask yourself, how would you feel knowing that a tiny penny, once overlooked, had just secured your financial freedom? But before we get lost in dreams, here's a humorous thought: don't go running to your local laundromat searching for pennies yet. Most coins aren't this rare. But imagine the thrill if you did find one. Wouldn't that story alone be worth millions of views on social media? It's a mix of excitement, fear, and adrenaline, the kind that makes collecting rare coins not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. And yes, this is a lifestyle that can lead to immense wealth. From pocket change to millions, every coin holds potential. But only if you know what to look for and how to sell it. Let's take a moment to answer the questions most of my viewers ask. How do I sell my old coins safely in the USA? Where do I find the right auction shop? How do I know if my coin is genuine? Start by seeking professional guidance. Certified numismatists, coin grading services like PCGS or NGC, and reputable auction houses are your first stop. They will verify authenticity, appraise value, and guide you to the right platform for selling. Never sell to unknown buyers or online marketplaces without verification. Remember, rare coins attract serious collectors, and serious collectors pay serious money. Ask yourself, are you ready to make that move, or will your treasure stay hidden forever? And here's the pattern interrupt. Let's lighten up a bit. Have you ever tried showing someone a rare coin and watching them react like you just handed them a piece of gold from King Midas himself? Priceless expressions. People laugh, they gasp, and that moment of disbelief, oh, it's addictive. That's the fun of coin collecting. But here's the serious part: behind that excitement is real money. Real freedom. Real opportunities to live a wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of. As we move toward the final act of our story, let's connect all the dots. A tiny error in the 1990 Lincoln penny created a coin worth $3 million. Awareness and knowledge transform everyday objects into life-changing assets. Careful evaluation, professional selling strategies, and understanding the market convert a rare coin into tangible wealth. And most importantly, action, your willingness to inspect, authenticate, and sell, turns potential into reality. The journey from finding a coin in your pocket to securing millions is not just possible, it's highly achievable if you take it seriously. So here's the final thought. How many forgotten coins are lying around your home right now? How many potential fortunes are you overlooking? What if the next coin you pick up from your change jar holds the key to your financial freedom? The 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than a coin, it's a symbol. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a coin that looks ordinary, just a Lincoln penny dated 1991. But what if I told you this tiny piece of copper could be worth millions today? Not hundreds, not thousands, but a staggering $8 million. Yes, the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny error is a real treasure, and it could be hiding in the pocket of someone just like you. How would it feel to realize that a coin you've overlooked all these years could completely transform your financial life? The excitement, the disbelief, even the fear of missing out, it's enough to make any collector's heart race. But before you start rummaging through old jars or your grandmother's dresser, let's explore why this particular penny has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and treasure hunters across the United States. It all begins with the story behind the error. In 1991, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, each stamped with either a D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mint mark for Philadelphia. But due to a rare minting anomaly, a small number of pennies were struck without any mint mark at all, making them incredibly rare. Imagine the sheer odds: 1 in millions of pennies, perfectly preserved, and sitting unnoticed in a pocket or a coin roll. This is more than just a coin, it's a time capsule, a piece of history, and a symbol of opportunity. And when collectors discover it, the value skyrockets, not just because of rarity, but because of the intense demand in the rare coin market. Could the coin in your hand be one of these extraordinary pieces? That's a question every American coin collector dreams of answering. Now, let's take a moment to imagine you're holding this penny under a magnifying glass. You notice something others might overlook: the detail, the perfection, the slight imperfection that makes it an error coin. Isn't it fascinating how such a tiny detail can turn a common object into a fortune? And here's a question you might be asking: how do people even discover these coins? Often, it's through sheer luck, careful observation, and sometimes even years of dedication to the hobby. But the question that matters most to you is this: how do you turn a forgotten coin into millions of dollars? How do you sell rare coins in the USA, and where can you find someone willing to pay top dollar? These questions aren't hypothetical, they're the roadmap to financial transformation for anyone sitting on old coins, even ones that seem ordinary at first glance. The allure of this penny is undeniable, but what makes it so coveted among collectors? First, rarity. There are fewer than a handful of these 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies known to exist, which immediately drives up the value. Second, condition. Coins preserved in mint or near-mint condition command premium prices, because collectors are willing to pay top dollar for perfection. Third, historical significance. This penny represents a unique moment in U.S. minting history, a deviation that was not supposed to happen, and yet it did. And let's not forget the psychological thrill, owning something so rare, so extraordinary, that it could potentially change your life overnight. How does one even start searching for these coins? Do you dig through rolls of pennies, check loose change, or explore estate sales? The truth is, the hunt is part of the adventure, and the reward, as history shows, can be monumental. But let's hit the pause button for a moment and think about the broader picture. Have you ever wondered why some coins suddenly sell for millions? It's not magic, it's strategy. Serious collectors know the right auction houses, the right grading services, and the right networks to bring rare coins to market. How do you find these platforms? What is the process for selling a coin worth millions in today's market? These are critical questions, because even the rarest coin is only valuable if it's properly authenticated, graded, and presented to a network of buyers who understand its true worth. And here's a pattern interrupt for you. Have you ever considered that the very pennies you tossed aside as a child might now be worth more than your car, your savings account, or even a small home in some states? It's a thought that jolts the mind and fuels the urgency to take action. In the second act of our story, let's explore the journey of discovery. Picture a coin collector in their garage, sorting through decades of coins accumulated over the years. Most are common, but among them lies a 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. The collector almost misses it, thinking it's just another copper disc, until they notice the subtle absence of the mint mark. Excitement surges. Heart racing. This moment, the instant recognition of rarity, is exactly what drives the high-stakes world of coin collecting. And if you're watching this, you might ask yourself, could I be the next person to stumble upon a coin that changes everything? Could a jar of pennies in my attic contain the key to an $8 million fortune? The questions ignite imagination, inspire action, and create a sense of urgency that is irresistible. Of course, excitement alone isn't enough. Selling a rare coin like this requires knowledge, strategy, and timing. How do you approach an auction house? Which platforms or collectors are trusted to pay the real value? What grading service will maximize your return? These questions are not just important, they're life-changing. The rare coin market in the United States is highly active, and well-informed sellers often see astonishing results. Some coins sell for prices unimaginable just a decade ago, transforming ordinary people into millionaires overnight. But remember, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a blend of patience, research, and seizing the right opportunity at the right moment. And for those asking, how do I sell old and rare coins in the USA? The answer is clear. Find reputable coin dealers, use certified grading services, and connect with collectors who understand the historical and financial significance of the piece. Now, let's layer in the emotional trigger of urgency. Every day, more people discover the incredible value of rare coins. Each penny sitting in circulation has the potential to be the next big find. If you hesitate, someone else could uncover the treasure before you. Have you ever thought about what it would feel like to miss the chance to cash in on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? That fear, the fear of missing out, is exactly what drives the rare coin market, pushing values higher, faster, and with remarkable intensity. But here's the flip side: taking action, searching carefully, and knowing what to look for can place you ahead of the competition. And that is the moment when ordinary pennies transform into extraordinary wealth. In the final act, it's time to connect the dots. The story of the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a tale of copper and metal. It's a story about opportunity, observation, and transformation. It's about turning something overlooked into something invaluable, and it's about understanding that extraordinary wealth often begins with ordinary objects. Have you ever imagined your pocket change could be a ticket to financial freedom? Have you asked yourself, how can I make money from coins? Or, where do I even start selling these rare coins? Every jar of old pennies, every loose coin on the counter, carries potential. And for those willing to explore, study, and act, the reward can be life-changing. So, what should you do next? Start searching, start questioning, and start learning. Examine old coins with a critical eye. Ask questions, seek advice from trusted coin dealers, and connect with certified grading services. Know the value of what you hold in your hands. Remember, the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of possibility, a gateway from pocket change to millions, and a tangible reminder that extraordinary opportunity can hide in the most ordinary places. This is the rare 2007 D-Mint mark Lincoln 1-cent era coin, a coin so elusive that collectors would give everything to have it in their collection. Today, this very coin could be worth $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. From pocket change to life-altering wealth, this is not just a story about a coin, it's about opportunity, timing, and knowing the hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. You might be thinking, how can a 1-cent coin possibly be worth that much? Let me take you on a journey, one that starts in the very mints of the United States, where perfection is expected, but errors happen. In 2007, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. Most of them are ordinary, worth only their face value. But in a twist of fate, a small batch came out with a rare error, an anomaly that makes them exceedingly valuable today. Imagine being the person who unknowingly held one of these coins for years, perhaps thinking it was just another penny. That could have been you. Wouldn't you want to know what to do next? Now, here's the exciting part. This coin doesn't just hold monetary value, it holds history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. The 2007 D-era penny is highly sought after by collectors across the country. Its scarcity creates a sense of urgency. Every moment you hesitate, someone else might be snatching up the opportunity you've been dreaming about. Ask yourself this: if you stumbled upon a coin like this in your change, would you cash it out immediately, or would you recognize the chance to step into a world of unimaginable wealth? Before we go any further, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered how people turn ordinary coins into fortunes? How some individuals go from finding a penny on the sidewalk to making millions in auctions or private sales? It might sound like a fantasy, but it's very real. And the 2007 D Lincoln era coin is a perfect example of that reality. It's not just about luck, it's about knowledge, timing, and understanding the market. How do you even begin to sell a coin like this in the USA? How do you ensure you get top dollar and connect with serious collectors willing to pay millions? Here's where it gets fascinating. Selling rare coins isn't like selling items on eBay or garage sales. These coins are auctioned, showcased, and appraised by professionals who understand their historical and financial significance. Have you ever walked into an auction shop and wondered how a tiny coin could attract million-dollar bids? Or maybe you've questioned, how do I know if my coin is actually valuable? These are the exact questions every coin owner asks, and today, you'll start finding the answers. Let's talk about the emotional thrill of owning a rare coin. There's fear, too, the fear of missing out. Imagine learning about a coin like this last year, and someone else already sold it for millions. The excitement of discovery is immediately intertwined with urgency. What if that coin is in your pocket, your drawer, or your old coin collection right now? How would it feel to realize that an overlooked penny could be your ticket to financial freedom? It's exhilarating, isn't it? And it's real. People all over the United States are experiencing this same thrill with coins just like the 2007 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent era. Now, let's reset for a moment. Imagine a little kid handing you a penny with a mischievous grin, asking, "Is this magic?" Funny enough, sometimes those little coins really are magic. And that's exactly what collectors mean when they talk about rare finds. The 2007 D-era coin is one of those magical finds. Its rarity is so high that every serious collector wants to claim it. The more people know about it, the faster it moves through auctions. So ask yourself again, are you ready to spot the opportunity and act before it's gone? You might be asking, how do I even know if my penny is one of these rare errors? That's where the knowledge of mint errors comes in. Look for misstrikes, doubled dies, or other unique features that make this coin different from the billions of ordinary pennies in circulation. Each small detail can drastically increase a coin's value. And here's a little secret. Sometimes, coins sitting in change jars or old collections are worth millions without the owner even realizing it. Isn't that incredible? This is where the story really connects, the journey of ordinary coins to extraordinary wealth. Picture someone in their 50s, scanning through a dusty coin album and suddenly spotting a 2007 D penny that looks unusual. That single discovery changes their life overnight. They reach out to a certified appraiser, carefully evaluate the coin, and then strategically place it in a reputable auction. Questions flood their mind. Which auction house? How do I get the highest bid? Can I trust buyers? Each decision shapes the outcome, but one thing is certain, the coin's rarity guarantees interest and high demand. And speaking of demand, let's emphasize this. Rare coins like the 2007 D era are not just collectible, they are investment assets. Wealthy collectors, museums, and private investors are constantly on the lookout. How do they find these coins? networking, auctions, private sales, and trusted coin dealers. And here's the exciting part: you don't need to be a millionaire to enter this market. You simply need the right knowledge and a little luck. Could that coin in your drawer or jar be the next $1 million sale? The thought alone is thrilling. Now, imagine the moment it sells. $3 million changing hands for a single penny. That's not a typo, that's reality in the world of rare coins. Ask yourself, what would you do if you suddenly found yourself holding a coin worth $3 million? Would you reinvest it, buy your dream home, travel the world, or perhaps secure your family's future? The possibilities are endless, but the first step is recognizing the coin's potential today, not tomorrow. Let's pause for a moment. Here's a question for you. How do you sell old and rare coins in the USA without getting lost in the details? The answer lies in trusted resources, professional appraisers, reputable auction houses, and networks of collectors who are ready to pay top dollar. But there's an art to it: presenting your coin properly, highlighting its unique error, and tapping into the right audience. Have you ever thought about the psychology behind a $1 million coin sale? It's about creating desire, excitement, and urgency. Finally, let's connect the dots. From a simple penny in your pocket to the incredible possibility of $3 million, this story isn't just about money, it's about awareness, action, and seizing rare opportunities. Every step, from discovering the error, confirming authenticity, connecting with the right buyers, to finally securing the sale, is a journey filled with excitement and strategic thinking. And here's the last question for you. Are you ready to check your coin collection? Are you ready to see if the next 2007 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent error is waiting for you? Because in the world of rare coins, opportunity waits for no one. So, whether you are a collector, an investor, or someone who just happens to hold a jar of pennies, remember this: what seems ordinary today can be extraordinary tomorrow. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it could instantly change your financial destiny. A simple Lincoln 1-cent penny from 2016, minted in Denver, yet carrying a hidden secret that has collectors and investors alike scrambling to claim it. Yes, you heard that right, a coin worth millions, hiding quietly in plain sight. Have you ever wondered if the coins jingling in your pocket could be hiding unimaginable wealth? Could that handful of change in your drawer one day become the key to a luxurious lifestyle you've always dreamed of? Today, we dive deep into a story that could transform how you see every penny you own, and how one tiny error on a 2016 D Lincoln penny can be your gateway to $7 million. Yes, $7 million. Hold on tight, because this isn't just a story about a coin, it's about opportunity, discovery, and timing. It all starts with a small oversight at the Denver Mint. Most people wouldn't give a second thought to a penny, but imagine a machine accidentally skipping a crucial step, leaving a coin incomplete yet perfect in its imperfection. That's exactly what happened with the 2016 D Lincoln penny error. These coins are extraordinarily rare, and rarity breeds value. For the average collector, a coin is just a collectible. But for those who recognize potential, this error is nothing short of a golden ticket. Can you feel your heart racing yet? Because knowing that this coin exists means you could already be holding a fortune in your hands without even realizing it. Have you checked your loose change today? Here's where it gets exciting, and a bit nerve-wracking. Only a handful of these pennies are known to exist, and every passing day increases their market value. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could sell for millions at auction. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to stumble upon fortune in the most unexpected places? They do it by recognizing rarity, understanding value, and acting quickly before opportunity slips away. This is not a drill. This is a real chance for you to step into a world where a simple coin transforms into life-changing wealth. You might be thinking, how do I even know if my coin is valuable? That's exactly what we'll uncover in the next few minutes: how to spot it, how to protect it, and ultimately, how to turn it into millions. Let's rewind for a moment and imagine the life of this coin. Born in 2016 at the Denver Mint, stamped with the familiar D Mint mark, it was destined for circulation like millions of others. Yet one tiny misstep in the minting process set it apart: a flaw invisible to the untrained eye, but a beacon for collectors. Isn't it fascinating how something so small can carry so much power? And here's a fun thought. What if your grandkids inherit your loose change and suddenly find a coin that changes their entire life? Funny to think a penny could be more powerful than some investments in the stock market, right? But here's the truth. History shows that rare coins like this do exactly that. And for someone who acts fast, recognizes value, and knows where to sell, the financial payoff can be monumental. Now, let's talk urgency. The market for these rare coins is fierce. High-end collectors, private investors, and specialized auction houses are constantly on the hunt. Every day that passes without selling your coin could be costing you millions. How do you sell old and rare coins safely in the USA? Where do you find trustworthy buyers who understand the true value? Could you turn your pocket change into a $7 million payday? These questions aren't just theoretical. They are your roadmap to taking action before the opportunity vanishes. And yes, auctions are your friend here. Specialized coin auctions and reputable dealers can give you access to serious buyers willing to pay premium prices for verified rare coins like the 2016 D Lincoln Penny era. But before you rush to sell, it's crucial to understand how to make the most of your find. Authentication is the first step. Professional grading services will evaluate your coin, verify its error, and provide a certificate that dramatically increases its credibility and market value. Can you imagine the excitement when an appraiser confirms what you've been dreaming of? Your ordinary penny isn't ordinary anymore. It's a rare gem with the potential to transform your financial reality. And think about this. In a world where everyone is looking for the next investment, you could literally hold a $7 million asset in your hand. How's that for motivation to double-check your coin jar? Here's another question. Why are people so desperate for these coins? The answer is simple: scarcity and history. The 2016 D Lincoln Penny era is one of those rare finds that collectors dream of for decades. There's a sense of pride, thrill, and prestige in owning a piece of history that so few have access to. And the emotional pull is undeniable. Imagine telling your friends or family that your penny is worth more than a luxury car, a mansion, or even their entire investment portfolio. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet this is the kind of story that turns ordinary people into legends in the coin collecting world. Are you ready to be one of them? Let's get practical for a moment. You might be asking, how do I turn this coin into real money? The path is clear. Step 1. Verify authenticity through a recognized grading service. Step 2. Approach trusted auction houses or private collectors who specialize in rare coins. Step 3. Be strategic with timing. Auctions often bring out competitive bidding, driving prices to record highs. Have you ever watched an auction where bidders get into a frenzy? That could be you, sitting back as your coin goes for millions, the room buzzing with anticipation. And the best part, your simple action today could secure a lifetime of financial freedom. Before we close, let's reflect. From a simple 2016 penny, minted quietly in Denver, to a rare era worth millions, this journey is about more than money. It's about recognizing opportunity, acting decisively, and transforming what's ordinary into something extraordinary. Imagine walking past your coin jar today, knowing that somewhere in it might be the key to wealth you've only dreamed of. Isn't it exciting to realize that fortune doesn't always come from the stock market, real estate, or complicated investments? Sometimes, it jingles in your pocket, waiting for the right eye to notice its true value. And here's the kicker. While everyone else is tossing change into a drawer, you could be stepping into a story of life-changing fortune. So, here's the final question for you. Will you check your coins today? Will you act on the opportunity before someone else claims it? And most importantly, will you be the one to turn a simple 2016 D Lincoln Penny error into $7 million? The chance is real, the market is ready, and the wealth is waiting for those bold enough to recognize it. From pocket change to a fortune, from ordinary to extraordinary, the story of this coin proves that sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest power. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers.